A friend of mine did an exercise with me the other day, one of these things where you're supposed to answer immediately. You don't think about it so that you get to the core of your innermost response. So she said, Jen, okay, don't think, Jen. What is something that fills you with joy? Go. And I was like, drinking alone. And the great thing about my lifestyle is that nobody judges me for it anymore. When I was single, I would be like, oh, I had a tough day at work, so when I got home, I had a beer. And people would be like, that's dangerous. Now, I could be like, after a long day of homeschooling my 6 kids, I locked myself in the garage, cracked open a bottle of vodka, put a straw in it, and went to town. And people would be like, that's self-care. People are so inconsistent with their judgments about alcohol. You have a gin and tonic at a restaurant, and you're sophisticated. You take that same drink, pour it in a Hello Kitty travel mug, take it to the PTA meeting, and suddenly you have a problem. Why is it that the places you most need to drink are the exact places you're not supposed to drink? Look, if I am at a fancy martini bar downtown, little candlelight for the ambiance, some smooth jazz playing in the background, intelligent adult conversation. I don't need a martini. I'm fine with a club soda. You know when I need a martini? When I am stuck in a hard plastic chair at the mandatory parent information session that's headed into hour 2, and this whole thing could have been done by email. That is when I need a martini. I took a break from alcohol last year. I did 6 months totally alcohol-free. It's not that I thought that I was an alcoholic. I was an alcohol superfan. Getting into stalking territory. See, the problem was that I would drink when I watched shows. At the end of the night, I would turn on a show and I would have a drink. But then that association became very clear in my mind. Watch show, drink. Watch show, drink. The problem is, I tend to binge watch shows. And I kind of knew it was a problem when these shows were getting a little hazy for me. Like, I got sucked into the weirdest documentary about Little Red Riding Hood. Called, what was it? The Handmaid's Tale. The nice thing about that break was that I could take the budget that I had been spending on alcohol, and then I had the room for all this extra stuff, like flowers for the kitchen table, the occasional salon trip, That private jet I'd had my eye on.